One thing about the Suspiria remake compared to the original, Argento only took 98 minutes to do his. I believe it was a 98-minute. Tear it up with an hour 45, I believe. Well, this takes 2 hours and 32 minutes to get to tell the whole story. Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? Where's my buddy John? We're here to remake. We're here to review.
We should remake this.
Yeah, here to review the remake of Suspiria.
Suspiria. Yes. Came out several years ago.
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah, and we've thought about seeing it for a while and never did. At least we waited for it to be free.
Yeah.
It's an hour longer than the original one.
Yeah.
Got a great cast. Tilda Swinton from Let's Talk About Kevin. You have Chloe Martz from the Kick-Ass movies. Dakota Johnson, who's the daughter of Don Johnson and Ellie Griffith, who was in the 50 Shades of Grey movies. And Mia Goth, that was in The Cure for Wellness that we already reviewed. And the movie was okay, I thought.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned 50 Shades of Grey. This is more like 50 Shades of Blandness.
Yeah, I mean, purposely, I was reading trivia, what the opposite of the bright color palette.
Yeah.
For the original to kind of separate the two. But,
it didn't make a difference.
And I think you'll agree with this.
Yeah.
Comparing this to the original is like comparing Rob Zombie's Halloween to the original.
Yeah.
It added shit that it didn't need to add.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
You
Yes.
think that? Yeah, they added a bunch of stuff that they didn't really need to add. Both, both movies, the remakes. You didn't need to add stuff that they didn't.
But I think the Rob Zombie Halloween is way better than this. There's nothing compelling in this movie. I mean, like, they explain
naked ladies. There's
well, naked ladies. Well, some were naked, not all of them. Some of them.
Oh, come on! You don't like
the... I didn't like it dried up. That was so gross. That was so gross. Ugh. I wasn't eating during that. And then it's like, well, I mean, it's like they explained. The thing with the witches coming, they explained that right away. So that was a big. And then, but there seems like they're in the dance school. It's like a ballet school. It's supposed to be led by a coven of witches and stuff. And they reveal they talk about right away. I mean, in the Argento film, you had the pulsating score by Goblin.
Yep. And
you had like a lot of really cool stuff with great lighting. It gave you a little bit, but it was always interesting. Great kills and stuff like that. In this one, it's like there's like very just regular music with vocals in it, and just now. I talked to Spoof about how she thought about it, because she's done a lot of remakes. And she said she liked the dancing. I liked the dancing really well. Yeah. And you said that, what was it, Dakota Johnson?
That's the main actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, she spent 2 years studying ballet before she did this movie.
So, I mean...
Great, but I know nothing about dance.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the dancing was good or not. It looked okay to me.
Yeah, that interested me.
Different.
Yeah, I mean, there was like... That, and then including a kill, like when she did a move, the girl who was unharmed did another move, and stuff like that. I mean, I thought that was neat.
Yeah, Jason said, I keep pointing out, there's some good moments.
Yeah, good moments.
Overall.
Yeah, it
not that good. It's
just
that extra hour did not help it.
I know they could have cut it down to like
the original was 90.
Yeah, 90. 98. I think we could cut this down to 80 minutes. It'd probably been a lot better. But I mean, it's nothing compelling. I mean, there's parts where they're trying to look at records for this girl that disappeared, and that's what I say. And they're in the thing, and like there's no suspense. They're going to get caught. They're going to get caught. Yeah, you feel like there's any danger. I mean, eventually there would be in danger if something happened, but it's just I don't know. I like bits and pieces of kill that Tilda Swinton. That was cool.
Yeah, there's again, another example. I didn't look at the director, so I don't know if they've ever done horror movies before. Yeah. But I don't think they have because they didn't know how to do it.
Yeah, I mean, not compelling.
Okay for your first time out, but you definitely don't know much about suspense. You don't watch.
Yeah, there's no suspense.
The person didn't watch enough horror.
Yeah, I mean, Suspiria, half of that is suspense. I mean, in the title. And I mean, the gore was awesome, but that's about it. The dancing was cool. And that was pretty much about it. I mean, you know, that's what saved me from saying it was worse than Nightmare on Elm Street remake. That was really
had good effects and makeup effects and stuff,
but boy, it just wasn't captivating interest at all. I mean, I give it, I don't know. Do you think a 2 is too generous? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give it 2.5. I'll give it 2.5 because I mean that one murder was really cool with that girl. I mean, and then there was no payoff at the end. It's like, what's going to happen now? Well, I don't want to give away anything, but I mean, you know.
Then he had a scene after the credits, and also
it didn't mean anything.
What the fuck's this?
Yeah, I mean, because they were bitching about the last thing in Ant-Man where like showed the ant playing the drums. That had far more meaning to it than this last thing did.
Yeah, this is just like
it was just dumb. It was like, I don't know. I thought she was gonna do like a thing and seal it up with, or like paint the screen black with a hand you can't see no more instead of like.
I kept trying to make sure I didn't fall asleep, and I'm like,
now
I'm like, why didn't I just fall asleep?
I know you didn't miss. You want to miss anything, and you missed a couple of good kills, and that was about it. I wonder. I mean, you said Argento didn't care.
Oh, look, wake up, John.
You said Argento didn't care for it either. I mean, I didn't. It wasn't. Like I said, Alex, I remember my friend Alex, I don't know what happened to him. I hope he's okay. But he used to work at Tinseltown. He said, like, oh my God, that movie sucks so bad. I mean, we were even talking about it. Before it was made, I mean, him and his friends picked me up when we went to Wendy's because they wanted to do a review with me.
All right.
And he was talking about that movie. He said, like, yeah, they're going to change the whole color palette. They're not going to do, like, the colors that Argento did or anything like that. I mean, there's like a little bit of that. Oh, and they do the slow motion stuff that really sucks. That looks really cheap. I mean, that had nothing to do with it. But they had like these weird montages. Of all montages that didn't mean anything.
Yeah, I'm surprised you got such a high score on IMDb.
I don't know.
5 out of 10.
I mean, it's an art house film. I think people who didn't see the original like this. But boy, I couldn't imagine anyone thinking this is better than the original. You know. The original was very iconic and stuff like that. Even if you didn't like the original, say, well, this had more in it. I mean, that was more in it than this movie.
Yeah, like people ask me about the Rob Zombie Halloween. I said, if the original didn't exist, it would be a really good movie. Yeah. But compared to the movie, it's not that good. It's okay.
Yeah,
Second one I liked a little bit better, I think, if I remember. I can't remember, though. And I saw the uncut version of the original Halloween.
I think I saw the uncut version on. I think I did the 2-hour one. I think I saw that one. I mean, it was interesting, but they explained it too much.
All right.
Or just like they explained too much.
That's why I was making that comparison.
Yeah.
The added stuff that did not need to be
added. Just like Roger Ebert. I mean, he had horror films, but it's like he was getting. They did a remake of House of Wax, which is okay. And Roger said, "I'm getting so sick and tired of them trying to explain why the killer did all this stuff." In the original House of Wax, Vincent Price did it because he liked doing it. He got off on killing people.
Yeah, like some other movie. I don't know if it's a movie reviewer. I think it was an article I read years ago about the Rob Zombie Halloween, because you don't explain the book.
Yeah, he wasn't too happy with that.
They kind of they just did too much. Everything was more overt, or the original version of this movie, everything was. Covert, or this is overt.
Yeah.
Done. And it's like, to me it ruined it because
that's not very good.
Going on.
Yeah.
It just,
Yeah, and then that Leatherface movie sucked so bad. Not Leatherface Texas Chainsaw 3, which is okay, but the last Leatherface, I think they're going to be doing a remake of another Texas Chainsaw, I think.
Well,
it shouldn't have worked.
The one they did with, shit now. Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Who was the female in that?
Renee Zellweger.
Yeah. They shelved because they knew it was bad until those two became big stars.
Yeah. And then I don't think they wanted their names associated with it, you know. But I mean, you know, that was still better. That was still better than the Leatherface movie. That Leatherface movie is bullshit.
That's what he said, so I never watched it.
I mean, I saw Leatherface. It's like he said it was like Texas Chainsaw meets Dawson's Creek. But the whole thing with Leatherface getting transformed made no sense. And then I guess, there's worse remakes out there than some Suspiria, but that was the original Suspiria, so good, you know.
Right, like one comedian said, and I forget who it was. Stop remaking good films. Remake the bad films and make them better. That's
what Cisco and Deep were saying like that, because they said they need to remake. They hated that that big Indian small little Indian big city, like a French film about like that, and they remade it to the Jungle, and they said those both movies sucked. But the Jungle was that Tim Allen one with the Indian kids.
Right, I know.
Yeah, I mean, I saw both. They were kind of funny. But they said they didn't really need to remake bad movies. So remake good movies.
Yeah, remake them and make them good.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
to
don't...
make it up to the audiences.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like... But there's one thing really compelling about Suspiria. I mean, I liked how some stuff was shot. I liked the gore and stuff like that. And the dancing and stuff. And that was about it. That's the only thing that really kept your attention. Everything else was just kind of like wasting time. You know, it shouldn't have been 2 hours and 32 minutes. Even the I Spy on Your Grave, Deja Vu, was more interesting than that. And that was a lousy movie. But, I mean, this isn't very much better. I just couldn't imagine anyone else who saw that, who's a fan of Argento, who saw that, liking this more. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's it for me and my buddy John. So, let me take this off. Until next time, buddy, please take care of my legion. Yeah, a little amendment to, a little extra thing to the Suspiria remake thing. It's like, they wanted to make an art house film, but they took all the artistic stuff out of the original movie. The way his color scheme was, stuff, that shit was cool as hell, but I don't know, it's just below average. But the good stuff is, but not enough. So, alright. Take care, everybody.